Hi, welcome to Miss Mendoza's Easy Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a delicious salsa that goes with everything that you prepared for your family. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to need tomatillos. I'm going to use also this Roma tomato. We need a little bit of cilantro, 2 green onions, and I have 9 chile de árbol. And we also are going to need some salt. So let's get started. Okay, so after we wash our tomatoes and our tomatillos, we have a griddle right here. And let me just turn that on. It's gonna be on high for now. And I'm going to take my foil paper out. This is how I do it, y'all. You can also put your tomatoes straight on the griddle, but I don't like how it's messy, it leaves it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put it on my foil paper. This is just for easy cleanup. And make like a little pouch. See my tomatillos? You make a little pouch, like a little house for it. Make sure it's all closed up. And we're gonna grill them. This might take maybe like 20 to 30 minutes. Making sure you open it up and you turn them. And it's gonna get a really nice sear on them. And it's gonna be delicious. This is what's gonna give your salsa the flavor. So let's leave it there. And so while our tomatoes are cooking, I hope you guys can hear that. That's like music to my ears. Okay, I'm going to show you the word of the day. The word of the day is blender. And in Spanish, you say licuadora. And this is a licuadora. This is a blender. You'll be surprised how many people don't know what's a blender. Listen, guys, I've had my blender for over 3 years. Blenders are not expensive. There are expensive blenders out there, but you don't have to have an expensive blender. This really cost me maybe like $25 at the most, but I mean, the other day I just went to Walmart and the cheapest one you can find there is maybe like $15. So you don't really have to have an expensive blender, but this is gonna be like your best friend. Here you're going to make your salsas, your smoothies, your margaritas, and this is gonna be like your best friend, y'all. So now, guys, we have to check on our tomatoes to see how they're doing. And be careful, don't burn yourself. You gotta remember to turn them over. Oh, you see that brown, black kind of color? This is what we want. This is what's gonna give your salsa the flavor and the delicious color. That appetizing color, I should say. See your tomatillo. See, you can easily just put it on the grill like that, but since it's a little messy, I always like to use foil paper. But it's up to you guys. You make it work for you. So now let's start chopping up our vegetables, our garnishes. This is really what gives it a lot of flavor, the green onions and the cilantro. You could also use red onions. Okay, let's cut out the tail. We don't need that. Make sure it's all clean and you washed it. Okay, we're gonna cut it in half. Just be careful, don't cut your fingers now. Cut it in small slices. See? Okay, a little bit of a story about me, where I come from. I was born and raised in Southern California and South Central. My parents are from Mexico. Well, rest in peace, my father. He was native from Michoacan, Palos Maria, Michoacan. And I'm actually dedicating this channel on behalf of my father, because my father was one of my inspirations in liking to cook, and because it was so easy for him to cook. I remember as a little girl, him coming from work, and as tired as he was, he would go straight into the kitchen and start preparing meals for us. And that's one of the things that I really admire of my dad. Didn't matter how tired it was, it just came so easy for him to make carnitas, to make chicharrones, costillitas de puerco, chilito. Just put a pot of beans with rice. Now my mom, she's from Nayarit, and she cooks too. Believe me, she cooks too. And she cooks very good too. But you know, it's so nice to have a husband that cooks. You know, both of them worked, and he would be the one to take the initiative to just go in the kitchen and cook for us. You know, he wasn't really good in expressing, you know, the love he had for his family. But now as an adult, me myself, I just feel that this was his way of showing his love for us and providing for his family and making sure that we had a hot food on our plate. And that's one of the things I admire of my dad. And actually all my brothers, I'm the only girl. I was the only girl in the family, so actually all of my brothers know how to cook. That's one thing that we learned from my father. Okay, there we go. See, and this is gonna make your salsa look so pretty. Now this in Spanish, green onions, we call them cebollitas de rabo. Now in my channel, I'm gonna try to teach you as much Spanish as I can. Y también para mi gente hispana. Aquí puede ustedes aprender el inglés. Okay, now we have that. Make sure you wash your cilantro, okay? Cut off the ends. There we go. This is gonna give your salsa so much flavor. And another tip that I wanted to tell you guys, when you store your salsa, try to store it in a glass container, because that's going to reserve your salsa at least the maximum 2 weeks. You're gonna have fresh salsa at least for 2 weeks. Okay, so my green onions and my cilantro are ready. Okay guys, our tomatillos and our jitomate is ready, and I just put the chile de árbol right in the middle. I didn't really need to toast these because I already buy them already toasted. You can buy them toasted or untoasted. Okay, so we're ready to go. Make sure you get all the black little pieces inside your salsa, inside the blender. In your licuadora, remember this is the word of the day, licuadora. Make sure you get all the juices in there, because every little thing counts. So now, Okay, let's add half a cup of water. Let's add a little bit of salt to taste. And let's start blending. Okay, you guys, don't be scared of this monster. We are going to start very low. So put it on the low setting. And here we go. See, I'm pulsating. Now you go get yourself a spoon so you can taste it. Oh, very delicious. So remember how I told you to store it in a glass container? This is my glass container. And so now I'm ready to add all my garnishes. The cilantro, the green onions, there you go. So here we have our salsa. I hope you make it at home. Está riquísimo. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. See you next time.